now. I'm gonna do it's a Ray Price tune. Heartache number one was when you left me. I never knew that I could hurt that way. Heartache number three was when you called me. You came back but never meant to stay. I got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Heartaches by the number, love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number three was when you called me and said that you were coming back to stay. With a hopeful heart I've waited for your knock on the door. I waited but you must have lost your way. I got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Heartaches by the number, love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. The day that I stop counting, it's the day my world will end. Yeah, do some Alan Jackson for you. One of my favorite ones. He recorded this one. He didn't write this one, but he recorded this one. They call me a playboy as I'm making the rounds, chasing the bright lights of every night spot in town. Though I never show you, my heart's breaking in two. Yeah, they call me Playboy, I'm just lonesome for you. I once had a real love, that was when I had you. Now I'll never feel love with somebody new. And the smile that I'm wearing is just to cover my blues. Yeah, they call me a playboy, I'm just lonesome for you. Yeah, once had a real love, that was when I had you. Now I'll never feel love with somebody new. And the smile that I'm wearing is just to cover my blues. Yeah, they call me a playboy, I'm just lonesome for you. Yeah, they call me playboy, I'm just lonesome for you. Thank you guys. Let's see now. Oh, I got one. It's a tune about a man who's in jail, and he's got his job in prison, and that's to stamp out license plates. And it's, as far as prison gigs go, it's not that bad, except that he's in prison in the state of New Hampshire, and all the license plates. Oh, is that right? Well, then you know all the license plates there say live free or die, and so that really kind of brings him down. Well, I'm doing 10 to 20 in the frozen granite state. Every day I go to work, stamping out license plates. Every day I go to work, every night I cry, 'cause every license plate I make tells me to live free or die. Live free or die, oh Lord, tell me why can't they say seatbelts fastened or Oklahoma is okay? Vacation land sounds mighty great, and I wouldn't mind stamping out the Garden State. It's enough to make me cry. Live free or die. Well, I didn't mean to shoot that man. Why, the gun just went off in my hand. I caught him with my wife, and it cost that man his life. I just got home from the factory, and that guy was sitting where I'm supposed to be. Now he's up there in the sky, and I'm stuck here with live free or die. Live free or die, oh Lord, tell me why can't they say seatbelts fastened? Oklahoma is okay. Vacation land sounds mighty great, and I wouldn't mind stamping out the Garden State. It's enough to make me cry. Live free or die. So let this be a lesson to all you married men out there. That patience is a virtue, so make your plans with care. And if you catch your wife with another man, well, it's best to hold off as long as you can. Shoot them in a different state where they got a different license plate. Live free or die, oh Lord, tell me why can't they say seatbelts fastened? Oklahoma is okay. Vacation land sounds mighty great, and I wouldn't mind stamping out the Garden State. It's enough to make me cry. Live free or die. I'm trying to remember who did the original version. It's been recorded by a number of people. Hayes Carl probably had the most famous one. But it's a lot. Oh yeah? What part of New Hampshire? Okay. I went to the University of Vermont. I spent a lot of time camping in the White Mountains. Yeah, man. There we go. What do you want to hear, Carolyn? Okay. Oh, thank you. My drifting memory goes back to the spring of '43. But I was just a child in Mama's arms. My daddy plowed the ground and promised someday we'd be free from this rundown, dusty Oklahoma farm. And one night I heard my daddy saying to my mama he'd finally saved the money up to go. California was a dream, a paradise where he'd seen pictures in the magazines that told him so. California cotton fields, where labor camps are filled with worried men with broken dreams. California cotton fields, as close to wealth as Daddy ever came. Nearly everything we had was sold or left behind. My daddy's plot of the soup that Mama canned. The neighbors came to say farewell or see what all we had to sell. Some just came to shake my daddy's hand. And my lady was loaded down in California bound. A change of luck was just 4 days away. But the only change that I remember seeing in my daddy was when his dark hair turned to silver gray. California cotton fields, where the labor camps are filled with worried men with broken dreams. California cotton fields, as close to wealth as daddy ever came. California cotton fields, where labor camps are filled with worried men with broken dreams. California cotton fields, as close to wealth as daddy ever came. As close to wealth as daddy ever came. Thank you. I have a feeling we're in for a lonely afternoon. Yeah. Let's see. Howdy. Huh? Oh, I sure did. For some reason it's not popping up on the screen here. Do that one. Yes. Because that's the problem with my set list, is that I do too much of what the people want to hear. Woke up this morning, heavy as can be. Look out my window, what do I see? Coming up the sidewalk, just as plain as day. Here comes trouble like I never thought I'd see since you went away. Hello, trouble, won't you come on in? Talk about heartaches, where in the world you've been. Had the miseries since you've been home. Hello, trouble, 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 welcome home. We'll make a pot of coffee, you can rest your shoes. You can tell me them sweet lies, I'll listen to you. That's just a little part of the life you live. I'd rather have a little bit of trouble than I never know the love you give. Hello, trouble, won't you come on in? Talk about heartaches, where in the world you been? I ain't had the misery since you've been home. Hello, trouble, 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 welcome home. So we'll make a pot of coffee, you can rest your shoes. You can tell me them sweet lies, I'll listen to you. That's just a little part of the life you live. I'd rather have a little bit of trouble than to never know the love you give. Hello, trouble, won't you come on in? Talk about heartaches, where in the world you've been. I ain't had the miseries since you've been home. Trouble, 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 welcome home. Hello, trouble, 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 welcome home. Hello, trouble, 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 welcome home. Where y'all from? Louisiana, all right. I got a couple of songs about Louisiana. Mary took her running with the traveling band and left her mama crying with her head in her hands. Such a sad case, so broken hearted. So mommy, gotta go, gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of town. I'm tired of hanging around. I gotta roll on between the ditches. Just an ordinary story about the way things go. Round and round, nobody knows, but the highway goes on forever. That old highway goes on forever. Lord, she never would have done it if she hadn't got drunk. She hadn't started running with the traveling man, and if she hadn't started taking all them crazy chances. She said, no, let me tell you about the traveling kind. Everywhere it's gone, such a very short time, maybe long gone before you know it. Said it'll be long gone before you know it. She said, never ever done it when it felt so good. Never ever done it when I knew I could. Never ever done it when it looked so right. Leaving Louisiana in the broad daylight. That's down in the swamp where anything goes. It's alligator bait and the bars don't close. It's a real thing down in Louisiana. And did you ever see Cajun when he really got mad? When he really had trouble like a daughter gone bad, it gets real hot down in Louisiana. Well, stranger, but his mother knows bound to get killed. He's gonna have to get it on shotgun. Well, there ain't no time for lengthy speeches. This ain't no time for lengthy speeches. She said, never ever done it when it felt so good. Never ever done it when I knew I could. Never ever done it when it looked so right. Leaving Louisiana in the broad daylight. She said, never ever done it when it felt so good. Never ever done it when I knew I could. Never ever done it when it looked so right. Leaving Louisiana in the broad daylight. Just an ordinary story about the way things go. Round and round, nobody knows, but the highway goes on forever. That old highway goes on forever. The Rodney Crowd tune. I'm a rolling stone, all alone and lost, for a life of sin I have paid the cost. When I pass by, all the people say, goes another guy on the lost highway. Just a deck of cards and a jug of wine and a woman's legs makes a life like mine. The day we met, you know, I went astray, started going down that lost highway. I was just a lad, barely 22, neither good nor bad, just a kid like you. But now I'm lost, still led to pray. I paid the cost on that lost highway. So boys, don't start all that around and around down a road of sin, or you're southbound. Take my advice, or you'll curse the day. Started going down that lost highway. Don't go rolling down that lost highway. It's a Hank Williams tune. Let's see. Play some Willie Nelson. It's been rough and rocky traveling, but I'm finally standing upright on the ground. After taking several readings, I'm surprised to find my mind still fairly sound. Well, I guess Nashville was the roughest, but I know I've felt the same about them all. We received our education in the cities of the nation, me and Paul. Almost busted in Laredo for reasons I'd rather not disclose. But if you're staying in a motel there and leave, just don't leave nothing in your clothes. And at the airport in Milwaukee, they refused to let us board the plane at all. They said we look suspicious, but I think they like to pick on me and Paul. It's been rough and rocky traveling, but I'm finally standing upright on the ground. After taking several readings, I'm surprised to find my mind still fairly sound. Well, I guess Nashville was the roughest, but I know I've said the same about them all. We received our education in the cities of the nation, me and Paul. On a package show in Buffalo with Kitty Wells and Charlie Pride. Show went late and we were just sitting there. We didn't come just for the ride. Well, we drank a lot of whiskey, so I don't know if we went on that night at all. Well, I don't think they even missed us. I guess Buffalo ain't geared for me and Paul. It's been rough and rocky traveling, but I'm finally standing upright on the ground. After taking several readings, I'm surprised to find my mind still fairly sound. Nashville was the roughest, but I know I've said the same about them all. We received our education in the cities of the nation, me and Paul. We received our education in the cities of the nation, me and Paul. It's a Willie Nelson tune. Let's see, I'm going to play some hippie country. This is a Flying Burrito Brothers tune. This old town is filled with sin. It'll swallow you if you got some money to burn, take it home right away. You got 3 years to pay, but Satan is waiting his turn. Well, the scientists say it'll all wash away, but we don't believe anymore, 'cause we got our recruits in our green mohair suits. So please show your ID at the door. So earthquakes gonna leave me in the poorhouse. Seems like this whole town's insane. Now on the 31st floor, a gold-plated door won't keep out the Lord's burning rain. One day a man came around, tried to clean up this town. His ideas made some people mad, but he trusted in his crowd, so he spoke right out loud. They lost the best friend they had. So earthquakes gonna leave me in the poorhouse. Seems like this whole town's insane. And on the 31st floor, gold-plated door won't keep out the Lord's burning rain. Now on the 31st floor, a gold-plated door won't keep out the Lord's burning rain. Thank you. That was a Flying Burrito Brothers tune. Let's see. I'm going to do one of mine. I got a CD for sale up here, folks. 10 United States dollars gets you 13 songs. Christmas is right around the corner, and they do fit in all standard-sized Christmas stockings. It's a tune I wrote a few years back about a woman I was seeing who had a tendency to kind of mumble through some fairly important conversations. It's called You Better Not Mumble. Well, this never was no storybook romancing, and if that's what you wanted out, probably ain't your guy. But I'm getting tired of all your sideways glancing, and it's about high time you look me in the eye. And I don't care if you walk or if you stumble, when you come and see me late at night. When I say I love you, you better not mumble. As long as I'm your man, you better treat me right. Oh, and I don't need to show you off to my friends. They really ain't your biggest fans anyway. It's getting to feel like I've been sleeping with a vampire, 'cause you nibble on my neck all night and then you're gone at the break of day. I don't care if you walk or if you stumble, you come and see me late at night. When I say I love you, you better not mumble. As long as I'm your man, you better treat me right. Oh, and loving you's getting to feel like Texas Hold'em. I can see what's on the table, but not what's in your hands. It's getting about time you shut all your cards or fold them. Sonny, I got something that you need to understand. I don't care if you walk or if you stumble. When you come and see me late at night, when I say I love you, you better not mumble. 'Cause I'm your man, you better treat me right. When I say I love you, you better not mumble. Long as I'm your man, you better treat me right. Thank you, Carolyn. You can find that song along with 12 other pieces of 3.5-minute long country gold on that CD, which is situated right in front of the tip jug. Also, important to note, the tip jug. Just like every other musician on Broadway, I work for your tips. That's why there's no cover charge at the door. That's why there's no big up charge on your beers at the bar. So if you dig what you're hearing, throw a couple bucks in there. If you don't dig what you're hearing, throw some money in there. I'll go get myself lessons. Meantime, I got a Gene Watson song for you. I still recall the moment that I met you, standing out in front of Wilson's 5 and Dime, peering through the window at a jewelry, hungry for the things you couldn't buy. Just like a fool, I thought that I could please you. So yeah, now for the things that shine, I spent $7 dollars on that bracelet just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Standing on these railroad tracks in Denver with a hurting head and a belly full of wine. Everything except my soul's been surrendered just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. That cabin that I built in West Virginia is never enough to keep you satisfied. 'Cause a man who's got a sawmill occupation can't afford to feed a rich girl's appetite. I wonder if you're still with Willie Jackson. Sometimes I wonder if he's even still alive. Oh, Willie gave up on his wife and children just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Standing on these railroad tracks in Denver with a hurting head and a belly full of wine. Everything except my soul has been surrendered just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Satisfy your 14-karat mind. Let's see. I feel like doing some Guy Clark. That's what I'm going to do. Pack up all your dishes, make note of all good wishes, say goodbye to the landlord for me. Son of a bitch has always bored me. Throw out them old LA papers and that moldy box of vanilla wafers. Adios to all this concrete. Gonna get me some dirt road back street. I can just get off of this LA freeway without getting killed or caught, I'd be down the road in a cloud of smoke for some land I ain't bought my body. Here's to you, old skinny Dennis. Only what I think I will miss. I can hear that old bass singing, soft and low like a gift you're bringing. Play it for me one more time now. Got to give it all I can now. I believe everything you're saying. It's got to keep on playing. I can just get off of this LA freeway without getting killed or caught, I'd be down the road in a cloud of smoke for some land I ain't bought it. Leave the pink card in the mailbox, let the key in the front door lock. They'll find it likely as not. I'm sure there's something that we have forgot. Oh, Susan, don't you cry, babe. Love's a gift that surely handmade. We got something to believe in. Don't you think it's time we're leaving? I can just get off of this LA freeway without getting killed or caught. I'd be down the road in a cloud of smoke for some land I ain't bought if I could just get off of this LA freeway without getting killed or caught. I'd be down the road in a cloud of smoke for some land I ain't bought. Bag up all your dishes, take note of all good wishes. Say goodbye to the landlord for me. That son of a bitch has always bored me. Guy Clark tune. Where y'all from back there? Alabama. Right on. Let's see now. Some more Hank. I was riding number 9, heading south from Carolina. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. I got in trouble, had to roam. Left my gal and left my home. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. Just a kid acting smart, how it broke my darling's heart. Yes, I was too young to know. They took me off that Georgia main. They tied me to a ball and chain. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. All I do is sit and cry when that evening train goes by. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. All alone I bear the shame. Now I'm a number, not a name. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. How they liked here in the cell, till my body's just a shell, and my hair turns whiter than snow. I'll never see a gal of mine. Lord, I'm in Georgia doing time. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. Just a kid acting smart, I went and broke my darling's heart. Guess I'm still young to know I'll never see that gal of mine. Lord, I'm in Georgia doing time. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. I'll never see that gal of mine. Lord, I'm in Georgia doing time. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. It's a Hank Williams tune. Those of y'all just sat down at the bar, welcome to AJ's. I'm Ben Donovan. I'm going to be playing honky-tonk music for you for the next couple hours. Actual honky-tonk music, that is. There will be no Sam Hunt. There will be no Florida Georgia Line. Let's see now. Do some Charlie Pride. Rain pouring off the brim of my hat. It sure is cold today. Here I am walking down 66. Wish she hadn't done me that way. Sleeping under a table in a roadside park. A man could wake up dead, but it still seems warmer than it did. Sleeping in our king-size bed. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Those of y'all on the sidewalk, it sounds way better in here, I promise. They got like beer and liquor and central air and friendship and stuff. Wind whipping down the neck of my shirt like I ain't got nothing on. I'd rather fight the wind and the rain than what I was fighting back home. Is anybody going to San Antonio, Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Yonder come a truck from the U.S. mail, with people writing letters back home. Tomorrow she'll probably want me back, but I'll still be just as gone. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Says anybody going to San Antonio, Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. y'all from? You two at the bar. Texas. All right. I got some Texas music for you. All kinds of Texas music for you. Let's see. Ooh, this one. Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town that I've ever seen. Women there won't treat you mean. Down in Abilene, sweet Abilene. Sit along most every night, watching them big trains roll out of sight. I wish I could be back once more in Abilene, my Abilene. Big crowded city, ain't nothing free. Nothing in this big old town left for me. What I'd give to be back once more in Abilene, sweet Abilene. Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town that I've ever seen. Women there won't treat you mean. Down in Abilene, sweet Abilene. Women there won't treat you mean. Down in Abilene, sweet Abilene. Guy Clark tune. Well, I wish I was in Austin at the Chili Parlor bar, drinking Mad Dog margaritas and not caring where you are. Here I am in Dublin, just rolling cigarettes, holding back and choking back. Shakes with every breath. So forgive me all my anger, forgive me all my faults. There's no need to forgive me for thinking what I thought. I loved you from the get-go, and I'll love you till I die. I loved you on the Spanish Steps the day you said goodbye. I am just a poor boy, work's my middle name. If money were the reason, well, it would not be the same. Well, I stand up and be counted. I'll face up to the truth. I'll walk away from trouble, but I won't walk away from you. So forgive me all my anger, forgive me all my faults. There's no need to forgive me for thinking what I thought. I loved you from the get-go, and I love you till I die. I loved you on the Spanish Steps the day you said goodbye. I have been to Fort Worth, I've been to Spain, I've been too proud to come in out of the rain. I've seen the Mona Lisa, I've seen the David too. I've heard Doc Watson play Columbus Stockade Blues. So forgive me all my anger, forgive me all my faults. There's no need to forgive me for thinking what I thought. I loved you from the get-go, and I love you till I die. I loved you on the Spanish Steps the day you said goodbye. Well, I wish I was in Austin, the Chili Parlor bar, drinking my dog margaritas and not caring where you are. Do some old Western swing for you. Morning low, morning high, here it's turning gray. Don't care if I live or die, I can't go on this way. Pacing up, pacing down till the break of day. I'm the saddest fool in town, I can't go on this way. You don't want me anymore, guess your love was blind. Never felt this way before, about to lose my worried mind. Pacing up, pacing down till the break of day. I'm the saddest fool in town, I can't go on this way. Where are you at tonight while I wait and pray? You know you ain't doing right, I can't go on this way. Always me, sad and blue, trying hard to say I'm so much in love with you, I can't go on this way. You don't want me anymore, guess your love is blind. Never felt this way before, about to lose my worried mind. Pacing up, pacing down till the break of day. I'm the saddest fool in town, I can't go on this way. Pacing up, pacing down, it was turning gray. I'm the saddest fool in town, I can't go on this way. That was a Bob Wills tune. Let's see. It's a Vern Gosdin song. They got Vince Victual in 1951. Thank you, sir. Full of my favorite records that I grew up on. Got old hanging lefty and there's B-24. So set 'em up, Joe, and play Walkin the Floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play Walkin the Floor. I'm gonna spend the night like every night before, playing E.T. and then I'm gonna play it some more. I gotta have a shot of them old troubadours. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a Walkin the Floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a Walkin the Floor. All of my neon neighbors, they like what I play, 'cause they've heard it every night since you walked away. Every day they got a place on B-24, 'cause every night I wear the needle through Walkin the Floor. Every night I wear the needle through Walkin the Floor. I wanna spend the night like every night before. Thank you, sir. Playing E.T. and then I'm gonna play it some more. I gotta have a shot of them old troubadours. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a Walkin the Floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a Walkin the Floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a Walkin the Floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a Walkin the Floor. He was born in Oklahoma. Wife's name is Betty Sue, Thelma Liz. He's not responsible for what he's doing. His mother made him what he is. It's up against the wall, redneck mother. Mother who has raised her son so well. He's 34 and drinking in the honky-tonks, kicking hippies' asses and raising hell. Well, he likes to drink that Falstaff beer. Likes to wash it down with that wild turkey liquor. Drives a 57 GMC pickup truck with a gun rack and a goat roper needs love too bumper sticker on the back. It's up against the wild redneck mother. Mother who has raised her son so well. He's 34 and drinking in the honky-tonks, kicking hippies' asses and raising hell. Now, M is for the mud flaps on my truck. O is for the oil I put in my hair. T is for T-Bird. H is for Haggard. E is for eggs. And R is for redneck. Well, it's up against the wild redneck mother. Mother who has raised her son so well. He's 34 and drinking in the honky-tonks, kicking hippies' asses and raising hell. He's 34 and drinking in the honky-tonks, kicking hippies' asses and raising hell. In Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA. Jerry Jeff Walker tune. How you doing, Kelsey? I'm doing. Let's see now. I'll do some more Haggard. Each night I leave the barroom when it's over, not feeling any pain that goes in time. But tonight you never found me much too sober. I couldn't drink enough to get you off my mind. Tonight, bottle, let me down and let your memory come around. The one true friend I thought I'd found. Tonight, bottle, let me down. I've always had a bottle I could turn to. Lately, well, I've been turning just about every damn day. But the wine don't take effect the way that it used to. And I'm a-hurting in that old familiar way. Tonight, bottle, let me down and let your memory come around. And what true friend I thought I found. Tonight, the bottle let me down. Yeah, tonight, the bottle let me down. Thank you. I'm gonna do one of my tunes. We got a CD for sale up here, folks. If anybody feels like taking a little piece of Nashville home with them, there's a CD for sale right there. 10 United States dollars gets you 13 songs. This is one of them. Breath smell like whiskey when I pulled out of Atlanta. Ain't no mercy for anyone in there. I know I ain't making it to heaven, Lord, Lord. I think I'll make it out here alive. Pretty women gonna be my grave. Good Lord forgets down then, but he never once forgave. I know I ain't making it to heaven, Lord, Lord. I think I'll make it out here alive. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Wouldn't believe it, darling, just where I've been. I know I ain't making it to heaven, Lord, Lord. I think I'll make it out here alive. Sweet Abilene, she ain't nothing but trouble. She said, here, have a bourbon. I said, gonna make it a devil. I know I ain't making it to heaven, Lord, Lord. I think I'll make it out here alive. I've seen the city and I slept on the shores of a mighty Mississippi in the arms of horse. I know I ain't making it to heaven, Lord, Lord. I think I'll make it out here alive. Here right now, darling, but I can't stay long. I'm just hanging around in limbo on the way to work, and so I know I ain't making it to heaven, Lord, Lord. I think I'll make it out here alive. Yes, I know I ain't making it to heaven, Lord, Lord. And I think I'll make it out here alive. Let's see now. Do some Western swing for you. This is a Bob Wills tune. I'm winding up in deep waters. I'm starting to care for you. I'm winding up in deep waters. Be careful what you do. You wanted romance and I'm seeking love. I'll regret it when it ends. I'm winding up in deep water. Why can't we just be friends? Yeah, it's restless in these deep waters. This current's much too strong. My love's as true as deep water. Your love won't last long. Where will it lead me, and what will it end? I wish I only knew. I'm winding up in deep waters, so deep in love with you. I'm winding up in deep water, so deep in love with you. Bob Wills. All right, let's see now. Goodbye, Joe. Me gotta go, me on my own. Me gotta go for the B road down the bayou. My fault, sweetest one, me on my own. Son of a gun, we gonna have big fun on the bayou. Chopping like crawfish pie, filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna sing Mama Shazamio. Big guitar, fill fruit jar, and big gale. Son of a gun, we're gonna have big fun on the bayou. To the doors, find the nose, the place is buzzing. Kinfolk come to see on by the dozen. Dresden style, go hard wild, me on my own. Son of a gun, we gonna have big fun on the bayou. Chopping like crawfish pie, filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna sing Mama Shazamio. Big guitar, fill fruit jar, and the gale. Son of a gun, we gonna have big fun on the bayou. Son of a gun, we gonna have big fun on the bayou. It's a Hank Williams song. Let's see. It's a Guy Clark song. I played the river valley, sat in the kitchen and cried, ran his fingers through 70 years of living. Under the Lord is every well I drew gone dry. We were friends, me and this old man, like desperados waiting for a train. Like desperados waiting for a train. Was a drifter, a driller of oil wells, old school man of the world. Taught me how to drive his car when he's too drunk to. And he'd wink and give him money for the girls. We were friends, me and this old man, like desperados waiting for a train. Like desperados waiting for a train. By the time when I could walk, he'd take me with him to a bar called the Green Frog Cafe. There was old men with beer guts and diamond nose, lying about their lives while they played. I was just a kid, they all called us sidekick, like desperados waiting for a train. Like desperados waiting for a train. One day I looked up and he was pushing 80. Brown tobacco stains all down his chin. To me, he's one of these heroes of this country. So why is he all dressed up like them old men? Drinking beer, playing Moon 42. Like the desperados waiting for a train. Like desperados waiting for a train. The day that he died, I went to see him. I was grown, he was almost gone. So we closed our eyes and dreamed us up a kitchen. We sang another verse to that old song. Said, come on, Jack, that old son of a bitch is coming. Like desperados waiting for a train. Like desperados waiting for a train. Like desperados waiting for a train. Like desperados waiting for a train.
I don't think Guy Clark ever wrote a bad song, man. Folks, if there's something you want to hear, come on up to the stage and talk to me about it. If it's pre-1980, there's a chance I can make that happen for you. If it's post-1980, you may have to go down to Luke Bryan's place and pay $12 for a Budweiser. Which is your right. That's fine. This is America. Do what you feel like doing. Let's see now. I'm gonna do some more Merle Haggard.
This old smoke-filled bar, something I'm not used to. And I gave up my home to see you satisfied. I just called to let you know where I'll be living. It ain't much, but I feel welcome here inside. I got swinging doors, a jukebox, and a bar stool. My new home has a flashing neon sign. Stop by and see me anytime that you want to. 'Cause I'm always here at home till closing time. I got everything I need to drive me crazy. I got everything it takes to lose my mind. And in here, the atmosphere is just right for heartaches. Thanks to you, I'm always here till closing time. Thanks, y'all. I got swinging doors, a jukebox, thanks, and a bar stool. My new home has a flashing neon sign. Stop by and see me anytime that you want to. 'Cause I'm always here at home till closing time. Yes, I'm always here at home till closing losing time.
Let's see. Where's everybody from? Where y'all from? Sorry? I don't know why I just put my ear up to the microphone like that's going to help me. It doesn't work like that. That's just. Sorry. You said Wisconsin? Right on. What about y'all in the back? Where y'all from? Indiana. All right. Got a good crop of Midwesterners in here. I dig it. Well, my name's Ben Donovan. I'm going to keep on playing some honky-tonk music for you. All right. Here's a Hank Williams song.
You're cheating hard will make you weep. You cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. You're cheating hard will tell on you. When tears come down like a falling rain, you toss around and call my name. You walk the floor the way I do. You're cheating hard will tell on you. You're cheating hard. We'll find someday and crave the love you threw away. The time will come when you'll be blue. You're cheating hard. We'll tell on you. When tears come down like falling rain, you'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. You're cheating hard, we'll tell on you. You're cheating hard, we'll tell on you.
Hank Senior for you. All right. Y'all like Waylon Jennings? I like Waylon Jennings, and I got the microphone, so you're going to hear some Waylon Jennings now. That's how this works.
Out of trouble and found it, son. Straight down the barrel of a lawman's gun. I try to run, but I don't think I can. You make one move and you're a dead man friend. Ain't living long like this. Can't live it all like this, my baby. You slap the hang-ups on behind my back. Let me run around the stairway. I ain't living long in a jailhouse, baby. I ain't living long like this. Grew up in Houston off a wayside drive. Son of a carpenter, some all-night dive. Dad drove a stock car to an early death. All I remember was that drunk man's breath. Ain't living long like this. I ain't living long like like this, my baby. In a story, the wheel goes round. Gonna take it to the man downtown. They got 'em all in a jailhouse, baby. I ain't living long like this. How the Angels is a roadhouse queen. Make Texas Ruby look like Sandra Dean. I wanna love her, but I don't know how. I'm at the bottom of a jailhouse now. I ain't living long like this. I ain't living long like this, my baby. In a story in jailhouse rock. Don't wanna do it, but you don't get caught. Can't sleep at all in a jailhouse, baby. I ain't living long like this. Ain't living long like this, yeah, my baby. Ain't living long like this. Ain't living long like this, yeah, my baby. That was a Waylon Jennings. Well, Waylon Jennings had the hit with it. Who wrote it? Anybody? Sorry? You're warm. Rodney Crowell. In fact, I'll do your Rodney Crowell song. There's another one that somebody else had the big hit with. George Strait had the big hit with this one. Down in Louisiana, the bayous by and by. Zero pull on your natural soul. Keep you tied to a tree at a time. All across the water, the lights come shining in. Pretty soon you got stars on the water. Stars on the water. Stars on the water. When it rains, Beaumont to Biloxi, sea breeze at your door. The gypsy rains, dang hurricanes, whites up sandy shore. The blue light lounge is shining way out on the pier. Don't it look just like stars on the water? Stars on the water. Stars on the water when it rains. Midnight down in Mobile, stars out on the bay. They come from miles around to dance the jukebox down to the good time sounds they play. All across the harbor, the nightlife shining on. Don't it look just like stars on the water? Stars on the water. stars on water when it rains, when it rains, when it rains. That's a Rodney Crowell tune. We'll play one of my tunes. Got a CD for sale up here, folks. 10 United States dollars gets you 13 songs. That's less than $1 a song. You can't afford not to take that kind of deal. Let's see now. This is a song about when you go out and you get really drunk and you come home the next day and everybody's mad at you. I've heard that's a thing that happens to some people. Some people. It's called $2. Well, I got $2 in my wallet. I got one bad headache today. I got no friends left after last night, but the whiskey's still talking to me. Friday, I was all out of ambition. I was beat up, worn out, feeling half past dead. Had a cigarette to improve my disposition. Rye whiskey, clear my worried head. Now I got $2 in my wallet. I got one bad headache today. I got no friends left after last night, but the whiskey's still talking to me. I was up to my knees in desperate women when I heard a shrieking sound across the room. So I tried to drown it out with Pabst Blue Ribbon, and it turned out it was just old Amy Sue. She said, these empty cans are full of bad ideas, and I think it's time we showed you to the door. I said, ma'am, I'll be decided when this evening ceases, and nobody's calling last call but the floor. Now I got $2 in my wallet. I got one bad headache today. Got no friends left after last night, but the whiskey's still talking to me. Well, they led me out the jailhouse Monday morning. They said, son, you need a preacher, you need help. And I'm due on June 15th at the county courthouse. In the meantime, Jim Beam won't kill himself. Now I got $2 in my wallet. I got one bad headache today. I got no friends left after last night, but the whiskey's still talking to me. That was a song about my own personal character deficiencies. I got a lot of those, actually. Just kind of realizing that now. I'll play some more in a little bit. First, I'm going to play a Buck Owens tune now. Well, I've tried so hard for so long to be part of your plan. I can't go much longer not knowing where I stand. If your heart beats for someone new, our love has grown cold. Oh, darling, if I'm losing you, I've got a right to know. I've got a right to know just where I stand. I've got a right to know if I'm your man. If fate has changed the plans we make, the happiness I've known. Oh, darling, if I'm losing you, I've got a right to know. Well, I've tagged along through right and wrong, 'cause I worship you. To prove my love, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. Yes, I've stood by through tear-dimmed nights and watched our love grow cold. Yes, darling, if I'm losing you, I've got a right to know. I've got a right to know just where I stand. I've got a right to know if I'm your man. If fate has changed the plans we make, the happiness I've known. Oh, darling, I'm losing you, I've got a right to know. Yes, darling, I'm losing you, I've got a right to know.
That was a Buck Owens song. Let's see. I'll play a Chris Christopherson tune.
Billy Dalton staggered on the sidewalk. Someone said he stumbled and he fell. 6 squad cars came screaming to the rescue, hauling Billy Dalton off to jail. 'Cause the law's for protection of the people. Rules are rules and any fool can see. We don't need no drunks like Billy Dalton, scaring decent folks like you and me. No siree. Well, Homer Lee was nothing but a hippie, walking through this world without a care. Then one day 6 strapping brave policemen held down Homer Lee and cut his hair. 'Cause the law's for protection of the people. Rules are rules and any fool can see. We don't need no hairy-headed hippies scaring decent folks like you and me. No siree. So thank your lucky stars you've got protection. Walk the line and never mind the cost. Don't wonder who them lawmen was protecting when they nailed the Savior to the cross. 'Cause the law's for protection of the people. Rules are rules and any fool can see. We don't need no riddle-speaking prophets scaring decent folks like you and me. No siree.
It's a Chris Christopherson tune. There's another guy who just never wrote a bad song, man. Let's see. Dig a Jesse Coulter song.
Every time it rains, Lord, I run to my window. And all I do is just wring my hands and moan. Listen to that thunder roll, I can't hear that lonesome wind moan. Tell me, baby, why you've been gone so long. Thanks, y'all. Tell me, baby, why you've been gone so long. You've been gone so long now. Tell me, baby, why you've been gone so long. Wolves are scratching at my door, I can't hear that lonesome wind blow. Tell me, baby, why you've been gone so long. Somebody said they thought they saw you roaring down in Reno. Some big old man from San Antonio. Say I'm a fool to pine for you, but do they know? Tell me, baby, why you've been gone so long. Tell me, baby, why you've been gone so long. You've been gone so long now. Tell me, baby, why you've been gone so long. Wolves are scratching at my door, I can't hear that lonesome wind moan. Tell me, baby, why you've been gone so long. Nothing much I got left to do, so I guess I might get stoned. Let the past paint pictures in my head. Kill a pine of thunderbird and try to write a sad song. Tell me, baby, why you've been gone so long. Tell me, baby, why you've been gone so long. You've been gone so long now. Tell me, baby, why you've been gone so long. Wolves are scratching at my door, I can't hear that lonesome wind moan. Tell me, baby, why you've been gone so long. Wolves are scratching at my door, I can't hear that lonesome wind moan. Tell me, baby, why you've been gone so long.
What, y'all don't like Jesse Coulter? Heathens. Let's see. We'll do one more. I'm going to take a little break. I've been sitting up here for about 3 hours now. Let's see. I'll do a Mel Tillis song. Got any Mel Tillis fans in here? Mel Tillis probably wrote a bunch of your favorite songs. You just don't know it.
I love you so much I can't leave you. Even though my mind tells me I should. You keep telling me you really want me. All my thoughts of leaving do no good. You've got me heart over mind, worried all the time, knowing you will always be the same. You'll be hurting me, I know, but I just can't let you go, 'cause my heart won't let my love for you change. Friends tell me they've singing out with others. In my heart I tried to forget. And you come home and say that you still love me. And I just hope there's some chance for us yet. You got me heart over mind, worried all the time, knowing you will always be the same. You'll be hurting me, I know. I just can't let you go, 'cause my heart won't let my love for you change. No, my heart won't let my love for you change.
All right. Who likes George Jones? I'm going to try that again because we're actually in Nashville, Tennessee. I don't know if you're all aware of that. I said, who likes George Jones? There we go. I was worried some of y'all got lost trying to find Des Moines or something and ended up here by accident.
Way back in Carolina, way up in the hills, lived with my baby Danny and he had him still. Brewed a white line until the sun went down. Felt my jug and pass it around. Mighty, mighty pleasing, Pappy's gonna squeeze him. White lightning. Hey, the team and the revenues too. Searching on the place where he made his brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my pappy kept a cooking that old white lightning. Well, I asked my pappy Danny why he called his brew white lightning instead of Mountain Dew. Took one sip and right away I knew my eyes bugged out and my face turned blue. Thunder started crashing, lightning started flashing. White lightning. Well, the G-Man and the revenues too. Searching on the place where he made his brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my pappy kept it cooking that old, I'm good, white lightning. Well, the city slicker came and he sat out and tell, think I want to try that powerful stuff. Took one sip and he gulped it on down. I heard him moaning as he hit the ground. Mighty, mighty pleasing, Pappy's corner squeezing. White lightning. Well, the G-Man saving the revenues too. Searching on the place where he made his brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my pappy kept it cooking that old white lightning. Some George Jones for you. I'm going to take just a brief little break. I've been up here for about 3 hours. I'm going to just get on my feet, stretch my legs a little bit, get another beer. Don't go nowhere. I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes.
They do work better when you plug them in. Those of y'all just got here, I'm Ben Donovan. I'm going to be playing music for another hour or so.
There's a few too many years on this hotel. She used to be beauty, you could tell. Now the lights down in the lobby, they don't shine. They just flicker while the elevator winds. And the couple at the corner of the bar have traveled light and clearly traveled far. She's got nothing left to learn about his heart. They both sit there 1,000 miles apart. Baby, let's not ever get that way. Drive you to the ocean every day. We'll stay up in the presidential suite. We'll call ourselves the flagship of the fleet.
Thanks, y'all.
There's a lady shining shoes up by the door, and cowboy boots for $7 more. Now I remember how you looked to see them shine, so I run upstairs, grab a pair of mine. There's a painting on the wall beside the bed, watercolor sky at Hilton Head. And I see you in that summer when we met, and that boy you left in tears in his Corvette. Baby, let's not ever get that way. I'll drive you to the ocean every day. I'll drive and you can ride in the backseat, and we'll call ourselves the flagship of the fleet. You've got to try to keep yourself naive. In spite of all the evidence, believe. Volunteer to lose touch with the world. Focus on one solitary girl. Baby, let's not ever let it fade. I cancel all the plans I've ever made. I'll drive and you can ride in the backseat, and we'll call ourselves the flagship of the fleet.
Jason Isbell tune. Where are y'all from? All the way in the back there. The only people here. Sorry? Yeah, you guys are the only people left. Where are y'all from? Nebraska. All right. I only know one song about Nebraska. It's kind of a downer, but here goes.
Saw her standing on her front lawn, just a twirl her baton. Me and her went for a ride answer. 10 innocent people died. Well, from the town of Lincoln, Nebraska, sawed off 410 on my back. Through the Badlands of Wyoming, I killed everything in my path. They might ask me if I'm sorry for the things that we done, at least for a little while, sir. Me and her, we had us some fun. They declared me unfit to live. Said into that great void, my soul should be hurled. I wanna know I done what I did. Guess there's just a meanness in this world. When the man pulls that switch, sir, snaps my poor head back, just make sure my pretty baby sitting right there on my lap. Saw her standing on her front lawn, just a twirl her baton. Me and her went for answer. 10 innocent people died. Told you it was a little bit of a downer. Bruce Springsteen can write a fucking murder song, huh? Oh, let's see. About some George Jones. You like George Jones, right? Of course you like George Jones. Everybody likes George Jones. Just because I asked a friend about her, just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I rang her number by mistake last night, she thinks I still care. Just because I haunt the same old places where the memory of her lingers everywhere. Just because I'm not the happy guy I used to be, she thinks I still care. How much she's happy thinking I still need her. Let that silly notion bring her cheer. Oh, how could she ever be so foolish? Oh, where would she get such an idea? Just because I asked a friend about her, just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I saw her and then went all to pieces. She thinks I still care. She thinks I still care. George Jones. Do a Tom T. Hall song. Free Bird. I used to play with a guy who, anytime somebody would yell Free Bird, he'd go, here you go, here's two. That's a Tom T. Hall song. Have you read any good telephone books lately? If you would, then let me recommend one. I've already read that Tulsa telephone book through 13 times. If you don't know any last names, it ain't much fun. Reading that Tulsa telephone book, it can drive a guy insane. Especially if that girl you're looking for has no last name. I gotta find her and tell her I don't want our love to end. So I'm reading that Tulsa telephone book again. I lived in Tulsa and didn't have anything going. She lived in Tulsa and didn't have anything on. She said her name was Shirley. I said my name is T. I woke up the next morning and she was gone. Reading that Tulsa telephone book, it can drive a guy insane. Especially if that girl you're looking for has no last name. I gotta find her and tell her I don't want our love to end. So I'm reading that Tulsa telephone book again. All the Tulsa operators know my voice now. They know that I've spent too much time alone. You meet a girl named Shirley, some ribbons in her hair. Would you tell her she's wanted on the phone? Reading that Tulsa telephone book, it can drive a guy insane. Thanks, y'all. Especially if that girl you're looking for has no last name. I gotta find her and tell her I don't want our love to end. So I'm reading that Tulsa telephone book again. Yes, I'm reading that Tulsa telephone book again. And then there were none. They could have tipped on the way out, too. Shit happens. I even played a song about Nebraska. What the fuck? I rolled away quickly, I went lickety-splickety out to my old 55. Rolled away slowly, feeling so holy, good God, I was feeling alive. But now the sun's coming up, and I'm riding a lady luck. Freeway cars and trucks, stars beginning to fade. and I lead the parade. Just to wish that I stayed a little longer. Don't you know the feeling's getting stronger? 6 in the morning, came with no warning. I had to be on my way. Cars are all passing me, the lights are all flashing me. I'm on my way home from your place, but now the sun's coming up, and I'm riding lady luck. Freeway cars and trucks, stars beginning to fade, and I lead the parade. Just to wish that I'd stayed a little longer. Don't you know the feeling's stronger? Well, I rode away quickly. I went lickety-splickety out to my own 55. Pulled away slowly, feeling so holy. Good God, I was feeling alive. But now the sun's coming up, and I'm riding lady luck. Freeway cars and trucks, freeway cars and trucks, freeway cars and trucks.
Somebody in the comments said, I think he has a potty mouth, even if it is honky tonk. I'm sorry, Stan. I see the comments on the monitor up here. I'll play a gospel song, Stan. How's that? Life was so endless, wondered and sin. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Now I came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. So what a fool I was to wander astray. Straight is the gate and narrow's the way. Now I've traded wrong for the right. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Since there is nobody in this bar, I'm play some drive-by truckers. That's what I'm going to do.
You wanna go up to paint house like me, trailer in my yard till you're 23. You wanna feel old after 42 years, keep driving the hammer and grinding the gears. I used to go out in a Mustang, 302 Mac 1 in green. Man, your mama made you in the back, I sold it to buy her a ring. And I learned not to say much of nothing, 'cause I figured you already know. But in case you don't or maybe forgot, I'll lay down real nice and slow. Don't call what you're wearing an outfit, and don't ever say your car is broke. Don't worry about losing your accent, Southern man tells bitter jokes. Have fun to stay clear of the NATO. Call home on your sister's birthday. Don't tell them you're bigger than Jesus. Don't give it away. "5 years in a St. Florian foundry, calling industrial park, and hospital maintenance and tech school, just to memorize Frigidaire parts. But I got to missing your mama, and I got to missing you too. So I went back to painting for my old man. Guess that's what I always do. Don't call what you're wearing an outfit. Don't ever say your car is broke. Don't sing with a fake British accent. Don't act like your family's a joke. Have fun to stay clear of the NATO. Call home on your sister's birthday. And don't tell them you're bigger than Jesus. Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
Jason Isbell tune he wrote for the Drive-By Truckers. There's people watching on the internet. Those of you out there in that series of tubes, which I believe is how the internet works, if there's something you want to hear, you know, just hit us up in the comments, or even better yet, tip and request, you know. In the meantime, I'm going to play another Drive-By Truckers song, because I never get to do that. It's another Isbell song that he wrote for the Drive-By Truckers.
Well, I got greens and I got blues. Every day there's a little less difference between the two. So I belly up and disappear. No, I ain't really barely drowning 'cause I can see the beach from here. I could take a Greyhound home. When I got there, it'd been gone, along with everything home is made up of. So I'll take two at your heaven, and I'll take everything you got to kill this goddamn lonely love. Sister, listen to what your daddy says. Don't be ashamed of the things that hide beneath your dress. Belly up and arch your back. I'm falling asleep, I'm just fading black. It could come to me by plane, it just wouldn't be the same as that old motel room in Texarkana was. So I'll take two at your heaven, I'll take everything you got to kill this goddamn lonely love. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Man walks into the bar and leaves for his ashes hit the floor. Stop me if I ever get that far. The sun's a dying star and it'll burn out like every single one before. And I could find another dream, one that keeps me warm and clean. But I ain't dreaming anymore, I'm waking up. So I'll take two at your head, I'll take all of what you got to kill this goddamn lonely love. Kill this goddamn lonely love. Goddamn this goddamn lonely love.
Howdy, only person in the bar. Where are you from? Michigan. What part? Holland? Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, it's pretty out there. Years and years ago, I dated a Grand Rapids girl. I'm no longer welcome in that side of the state, actually. Great beer that end of the state, though, man. Nice beaches, too. Pretty out there. Let's see. I'll play the only Michigan song I know. It's about Saginaw, but it's close enough.
I was born in Saginaw, Michigan. Grew up in a little house on Saginaw Bay. Son of a poor, hard-working Saginaw fisherman. Too many times he came home with too little pay. I loved a girl in Saginaw, Michigan. Daughter of a wealthy man. Her daddy called me that son of a Saginaw fisherman, not good enough to claim his daughter's hand. Now I'm up there in Alaska, digging around for gold. Like a crazy fool, I'm looking, and this frozen ground so cold. I swear by God I'm coming home a richer man to claim my love, that girl in Saginaw, Michigan. Her daddy met me in Saginaw, Michigan. Threw me a great big party with champagne. Said, my son, you're an honest, ambitious man. Will you sell your father-in-law your Klondike claim? Now he's up there in Alaska, digging in the cold, cold ground. Like a crazy fool, he's looking for that gold I never found. Serves him right to know what here is missing him. Least of all, the newlyweds from Saginaw, Michigan. We got married late last spring in Saginaw, Michigan.
Let's see. I'm gonna play some Merle Haggard.
I'd like to settle down, they won't let me. A fugitive must be a rolling stone. At every road, there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. I've raised a lot of cane back in my younger days. Mom used to break my crop of fail. Now I'm one fugitive, and there's just two ways: outrun the law or spend my life in jail. I'd like to settle down, but they won't let me. A fugitive must be a rolling stone. And out every road, there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. Well, I'd like to, but I can't afford the luxury of having what I love to come along. She'd only slow me down and they'd catch up with me. He travels fastest rolls along. I like to settle down, but they won't let me. A fugitive must be a rolling stone. Out every road, there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. I'm on the run, the highway is my home.
What you want to hear? Carolyn, anything? Huh? What? I guess Gene Watson, yeah.
I still recall the moment that I met you, standing out in front of Wilson's 5 and Dime, peering through the window at the jewelry, hungry for the things you couldn't buy. Just like a fool, I thought that I could please you. Saw you off, you headed out for things that shine. Spent $7 dollars on that bracelet just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Standing by these railroad tracks in Denver with a hurting head and a belly full of wine. Everything except my soul has been surrendered just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. The cabin that I built in West Virginia is never enough to keep you satisfied. It's a man who's got a sawmill occupation, he can't afford to feed a rich girl's appetite. I wonder if you're still with Willie Jackson. I wonder if he's even still alive, or will he gave up on his wife and children just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Standing by these railroad tracks in Denver with a hurting head and a belly full of wine. Everything except my soul has been surrendered just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Just to satisfy your 14-karat mind. Some Gene Watson for you. We'll do some Tom T. Hall. Well, I met him in a hospital about a year ago. Why I still remember him, I guess I'll never know. He'd lie in bed and cry out in a medicated fog. Here I am in this damn bed, and who's gonna feed them hogs? 400 hogs, they're just standing out there. His wife couldn't feed them, but his neighbors didn't care. They can't get out and roam around like his old hunting dogs. There he was in that damn bed, and who's gonna feed them hogs? His way was mean, and his hands were rough. His life was hogs, and his words were tough. The doctors tried to warn him that he might not live at all. But all he ever talked about was who was gonna feed them hogs. 400 hogs, they're just standing out there. My wife can't feed them, and my neighbors don't care. They can't get out and roam around like my own hunting dogs. Here I am in this damn bed, and who's gonna feed them hogs? 400 hogs comes to 800 hams. That's a whole lot of money for one hog-raising man. 400 hogs comes to 1,600 feet. The market's up, there are people waiting on that meat. 400 hogs, they're just standing out there. My wife can't feed them, my neighbors don't care. They can't get out, roam around like mild hunting dogs. Here I am in this damn bed, and who's gonna feed them hogs? Well, the doctors never were quite sure what saved the man from death. One day he just up and put on his overalls and left. That's all there is to this small story, but waitress, before you leave, would you bring me a cup of coffee and a hot ham sandwich, please? 400 hogs, they were just standing out there. His wife couldn't feed him, and his neighbors didn't care. They couldn't get out, roam around like his old hunting dogs. There he was in that damn bed, and who was gonna feed them hogs? It's my favorite Tom T. Hall song. I love, like, just every one of his songs. It's like this, like, 15-minute snapshot into somebody's life. You don't get any more, any less. You don't get the past, or you just get, like, here's right here, you know? It's a brilliant way to write a song, man. I'll play you one of mine that I kind of wrote with that kind of thing. I was listening to a whole lot of Tom T. Hall when I wrote this one, so I had that kind of idea in mind about just a snapshot in somebody's life. There's a torn up AAA map in the glove box, but I ain't left Cuyahoga County since '03. Sometimes I drive out here and sleep don't overtake me. I wonder if you ever think of me. How I wanna drink until I don't feel. Try not to count the years that pass me by. By the lap I figure 14 hours to Mobile. Maybe someday I'll work up the guts to try. There's an address on an old postcard you sent me. Of course, I'm sure that you don't live there anymore. Somewhere I think I've still got the paper from the morning you walked out of my door. Most nights I can hear that old song you sang me without having to fight back the urge to cry. By the lamp I figured 14 hours to Mobile. Maybe someday I'll work up the guts to try. There's a torn up AAA map in the glove box, but I ain't left Cuyahoga County since '03. Thank you. Where y'all from? Minnesota. Let's see.
There's a songwriter from Minnesota. Might have heard of him. Robert Zimmerman. Goes by Bob Dylan. I'll do one of his.
Was in another lifetime, one of toil and blood. Blackness was a virtue and the road was full of mud. I came in from the wilderness, a creature void of form. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Not a word was spoke between us, there was little risk involved. Everything up to that point had been left unresolved. Try imagining a place where it's always safe and warm. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. I was burned out from exhaustion, vanished in the hail, poison in the bushes and blown out on the trail. Hunting like a crocodile, ravaged in the corn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Now there's a wall between us, something here's been lost. I took too much for granted and I got my signals crossed. In a world of still-eyed death and men fighting to be warm. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. A little hilltop village, they gambled for my clothes. I bargained for salvation and they gave me a lethal dose. I offered up my innocence and God repaid with scorn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. I'm living in a foreign country, I'm bound to cross the line. Here he walks on a razor's edge, someday I'll make her mine. If I could only turn back the clock to when God and her were born. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.
Busted a string. Gonna need a second. Usually happens at least once every gig. Yeah. Oh, is he really? Yeah. I got a bunch of relatives in the upper Midwest. A lot of Iowa and Wisconsin, Nebraska, a little bit of Minnesota. You Minnesota folks are gonna kick out of this one. My grandpa taught me this joke. So Lena's walking home from work, and she's, it's a hot day, and she's real thirsty, so she figures she's gonna stop in for a beer. Walks into a bar, and there's Ole, big Scandinavian guy, bartending, and he says, "Oh, Lena." She goes, "Oh, Ole," and she goes, "Ole, I'm thirsty. I'd love a beer." And he goes, "Anheuser-Busch," and she goes, "Oh, fine, Anheuser-Wiener." Bear with me just a second here while I change this string. We got about 15 minutes more worth of music from me, and then there's a band. Carolyn, do you know who's playing after me? Do you know who's coming on? Who? Jared Ains? Right on. Haynes. Oh, yeah. Right on. Well, definitely stick around for that, man, because his band is awesome. And make sure you're taking care of Carolyn, your bartender. She's taking care of you. Make sure you're tipping the musician if you haven't already. And please do, again, stick around. Also, if any of y'all are in town on Friday, I'm playing back here, same time, same station, 2 to 6 with a full band. 5-6 pieces, guitar, bass, drums, pedal steel, piano, guitar. I said guitar twice, but that's because I play an acoustic guitar, and then there's a guy who plays a Telecaster on top of that. See, when I got a full band and I got to change a string, it's real easy. I just have the band play something, and the bass player sings or the piano player sings or something, and then when I'm playing solo, I got to sit here and like make Scandinavian jokes. And, you know. Reminder that if you dig what you've been hearing, I got a full band. It's called Ben Donovan and the Congregation, and you can find us on the internet, wherever music is consumed by people. The Spotify and the YouTube and the MySpace and the MapQuest, whatever, however kids get their music these days. There we go. All right. Back in business now. They're gonna put me in the movies. They're gonna make a big star out of me. They'll make a scene about a man sad and lonely. All I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I bet you I'm gonna be a big star. I'd win an Oscar. You can never tell. This movie's gonna make me a big star. 'Cause I can play the part so well. I'll be coming see me in the movies. And I know that you plainly see. Biggest spook ever hit the big time. All I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I bet you I'm gonna be a big star. I don't win an Oscar. You can never tell. Yes, movies are gonna make me a big star. I can play the part so well. They'll make a scene about a man sad and lonely, begging down upon his bended knees. I'll play the part, I won't need rehearsing. All I gotta do is act naturally. All I gotta do is act naturally. There we go. All right. Let's see. You got time for about maybe 3 more songs before I got to get off stage and let Jared get up here? I'll play you one of my tunes. This is kind of a degenerate love song, I guess you'd call it. That's kind of the only kind I know how to write. This is on a CD, which I have for sale up here.
Well, I drove all night, Richmond across the Ohio. Finally got to Detroit to play another half-dead show. You'll excuse my road face, looking like a chained whaler trail. When I see them eyes, I get crazy notions up in my head. Hand the road, woman. Hand the road, woman. Hand the road, woman. Don't you turn me away now. I know every state trooper from Bergen County out to Cheyenne. Played every shitty on Rust Belt town across this big old land. Your sister wouldn't like me, and I don't even want to think about your pa now. And love's the only thing in this world that scares me worse than the law. Hand of the road, woman. Hand of the road, woman. Hand of the road, woman. Don't you turn me away. So wait a darling, take me home after the show. My Virginia blood, it don't work so good up here with all this damn snow. If you don't want me to lie to you, don't ask me how long I'm gonna stay. 'Cause I'm right top to toes, but maybe I'll be back someday. Hand of the road, woman. Hand of the road, woman. Hand of the road, woman. Don't you turn me away now. Hand of the road, woman. Hand of the road, woman. Hand of the road, woman. Don't you turn me away. Don't you turn me away. Don't you turn me away now.
Thank you. You can find that song along with 12 other pieces of 3.5-minute long country gold on that CD right there for the low, low price of 10 United States dollars. This is a Townes Van Zandt song.
Mr. Gator, he's sliding across the bayou. Mr. Buzzard, he's flying through the air. Mr. Turtle, he's scooting across the highway. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't leaving your love. I ain't leaving your love, babe. Not for heaven above, babe. I ain't leaving your love. Rich man, he got himself an airplane, cruise above the traffic jam. Poor man, he got himself a Chevrolet, but I'm staying where I am. I ain't leaving your love. I ain't leaving your love, babe. Not for heaven above, babe. I ain't leaving your love. Ooh. Hannibal crossed some big old mountains. Cleopatra cruised up and down the Nile. Luckily they made it all the way to Cape Perry. I'm staying here for a while. I ain't leaving your love. I ain't leaving your love, babe. Not for heaven above, babe. I ain't leaving your love. Ooh, I ain't leaving your love. I ain't leaving your love, babe. Not for heaven above, babe. I ain't leaving your love. Got time for one more song. And you know, those of y'all been here for a little bit have heard songs about trains and trucks, and mama, and prison, getting drunk even. What if I was to tell you there was a song that combined all those elements? Bear with me now. It was all that I could do to keep from crying. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. You don't have to call me Merle Haggard. You don't have to call me Charlie Pride. You don't have to call me Waylon Jennings anymore. Even though you're on my fighting side, and I'll hang around as long as you will let me. I never minded standing in the rain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. I've read my name a few times in your phone book. I've seen it on the signs where I play. But the only time I know how you're David Allen Coe is when Jesus called his final judgment day. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. I never minded standing in the rain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. Well, the word on the street is that Steve Goodman wrote this here song and showed it to David Allen Coe and told him he'd written the perfect country and western song, and David Allen Coe came back and said it was in fact not the perfect country and western song. He said, how come? He said, because it doesn't have nothing about trains or trucks or prison or mama or getting drunk. So Steve, he wrote another whole nother verse to the song, and it goes as follows. Well, I was drunk the day my mama got out of prison, and I went to pick her up in the rain. But before I got to the station in my pickup truck, she got run over by a damn old train. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. I never minded standing in the rain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me. I wonder why you don't call me. Why don't you ever call me by my name? Thank you so much. I'm Ben Donovan. That's it for me. Please stick around. The next band is awesome. Make sure you're taking care of Carolyn, your bartender. I'm going to come around that tip bucket one time. If anybody feels like throwing some money in there for me, that's awesome too. And if you're here on Friday, come see us with the full band, 2 to 6. Thank you so much.